Pronouns. Let's define the pronouns. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun or another pronoun. You can use it like he, which, none, and so on to make your sentence less cumbersome and less repetitive. Kinds of pronouns. We have many kinds of pronouns. We start with personal pronouns, possessive, reflexive, and intensive. The personal pronouns, we have subjective and objective. Subjective, we have I, you, he, she, it, we, they. These are used to replace the subjects. And these are used to replace the objects. Example, Martha works for a cellular company. She has to travel to Orlando every week. The phone call was for me. Possessive pronouns, we cannot talk about them unless we talk about the adjectives. So adjectives, my, your, her, his, its, our, your, and their can be replaced with the pronouns mine, yours, hers, his, its, ours, yours, and theirs. Example, their scientific discovery. This scientific discovery is theirs. Your opinion matters. The only opinion that matters is yours. Reflexive and intensive pronouns. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. These are used in order to show emphasis on something, or when I want to express that the object is me or someone else. The object is the subject too. Or I want to emphasize on something. Reflexive pronouns, they are the same, but they differ in meaning. James shot himself in the foot. So here, James shot whom? Himself. It's the object. I talk to myself quite relentlessly. So, myself here, I talk to whom? To myself. This is the object. Intensive, to emphasize on something, on the pronoun or on the person, I say we, ourselves. We, ourselves. I emphasize on ourselves. Would have never considered it an option. I have climbed Everest 3 times myself. The other kinds of pronouns, we have relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reciprocal, and indefinite. The relative pronouns, they can be subjective, objective, or possessive, and they can be also non-restrictive and restrictive. The subjective relative pronouns, who and whose, the man who called you has just arrived, is a subjective relative pronoun. It is a story about a boy whose parents got divorced. It's normally possessive. The man whom I met yesterday. The man whom I met, I is the subject, whom refers back to the man who is the object. Non-restrictive, it's a question of the appositive clause or sentence. Flaggen's reports, which was published at the same time as Keynes, presents a markedly different perspective. Between two commas, I have a non-restrictive relative pronoun, a relative normally clause. While here, Flaggen's reports that there is no punctuation here, was published at the same time as Keynes, presents a markedly different perspective. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns, they can be singular, can be mixed, and can be plural. And they are used to mention something that is not directly specified. I say another, other, somebody, nothing, all, any, more, several, few, both, so they are not precise. Someone, anyone, someone has to take out the trash. For example, none of his cereal was finished. Interrogative pronouns, they are the same like relative pronouns, but they differ in the, of course, in their placement or in their normally meaning. So here, or in their use. Which one do you want? Here we use it in the questions. Demonstrative pronouns, we have 4 demonstrative pronouns, no more. We have 1 singular and 1 plural. For this, these, so we have 2 singular and 2 plural. This, its plural is these, that, its plural is those. This is used for normally the near is used for the near normally things, and that and those are used for the far things. Are those is far, the shoes you wanted. Are these near, the shoes you wanted. These ideas are what led to the fall. Reciprocal pronouns, the pronouns that actually are in forms of pair of or pairs of nouns, one another and each other. The athletes defended one another both on and off the field. Jane and Bill are fond of each other. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.